them shooter niggas. I'ma shoot a nigga. I'ma shoot a nigga. I'm with them shooter niggas. Gliding in that spider like I'm Peter Parker.
What's up, everybody? This your man Zonic back again with another one. Okay. So listen, I know the thumbnail is a bit dramatic, but it's facts. Black people in America, black Americans, will be exterminated if they don't do what I'm about to talk about, what I'm talking about right now. All right, they will be exterminated. And when black America is exterminated, we all are gone. Black Africa is finished, is doomed. Okay? And I know that black Africa, we are more, like we in the sub-Saharan Africa on the continent, we are more than those in the diaspora. But I'm telling you, black America is the future of Africa. All right? I don't mean anything I say in a negative way, okay? So if you want to take it your own way, it's up to you. You talking about your FBA or, you know, whatever, it's up to you. My brother, my sister. I know none of you want to be identified with Africa, and I know the reason why. Because when you look at Africa today, everything is negative. The narrative is negative, all right? They paint Africa in a real bad light, and nobody wants to be associated with poverty. Nobody wants to be associated with corruption, with just pure chaos, disorder. Nobody wants to be associated with that. And that's what you get for the most part when you hear about Africa. All right, but let us not give up on our continent. I'm not telling you, Black America, to forfeit your citizenship and go take an African citizenship. No, that will even be more detrimental to us. We need you to keep that American citizenship because you are part of America just like anybody else. You own America just like anybody else. But what I'm saying is that for you as Black America to be successful, you need a nation of your own where you can organize yourself, where you can create your own secret societies, where you can create your own intelligence agency like the Mossad in Israel. I mean, where you can train your own military. Because I keep saying this and I will keep reiterating myself. Y'all keep, reiterating. Like, look, civil war in America, in the United States is inevitable. All right? It's inevitable. Because the politicians, they are already bought and paid for. They are all compromised. And they will do whatever Israel tells them to do. And eventually, the majority white population in the United States, the poor whites, they will rise up. And when they rise up, they're not going to blame their politicians. No, they're going to blame the black folks for their pain and suffering. They're going to blame the Latinos for their pain and suffering. And these boys are trained. These white boys are trained. They will massacre the black population. It will not even be close. All right? Black folks don't stand a chance. All right? Because those boys got the weapons, man. They got the big guns. All right? In Black America, all your gangs, your blood, your Crips, your GD, all those people, man, they're nothing but cowards. They only hurt their own people. They don't protect their communities. No. They're a bunch of homosexuals pretending to be tough. All right? You think holding that gun sideways is going to save you? No, man. You need to create a nation separate from the United States, where Black Americans can come and train. All right? They can come and get the requisite training that they need to protect Black America. Okay? They need training. We need to create this Black state. It's urgent. Now, how do we do that? I'm not just talking about the problem. I got the solution. And this solution, look, man, it is nothing new. I didn't come up with no genius idea. No, this is something that was, I first, thought about it when I read about Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Marcus Garvey was a visionary. This man wanted to connect Black America to Liberia, because Liberia was a state, it's a republic that was founded by Black America. But over some time, most Black Americans did not want to go there because, it was difficult. And instead of the settlers who went to Liberia back in the days, instead of them ingratiating themselves with the natives, they didn't do that. They took themselves, they thought they were above these people. They thought because they could speak the English and what have you, some of them could read and write, so they thought they were better. And they started to, like just treat the native people like horribly. They even enslaved natives, like native Liberians, to Equatorial Guinea and the Congo. That's facts. They thought they were better. All right? And we all know, since the native in Liberia usurped the ruling party, which was mostly Americo-Liberians, the settlers' children, we know where that country is today. It's just going down the drain, because the natives, they do not have a clue when it comes to nation building. But today, Black America has all the prerequisite when it comes to nation building. Black America is the most intellectual, most educated, most skilled group of Black people today on this planet. We got Black Americans who are Air Force pilots, generals, admirals in the Navy, 3, 4-star, 2-star generals in the military. These people can come and serve in Liberia. They will have the dual nationality. All right? They will learn from the mistakes their ancestors made and work with the native and build that nation. Because when you build Liberia, from Liberia, you can protect yourself in the United States. All right? Just like the Jews. We're not doing nothing new. We're just going to copy and paste the Jewish playbook. All right? The Zionist playbook. Because boy, man, those boys are smart. They figured that shit out a long time ago. When you read the protocols of the elders of Zion, you will know these boys, man, their prophecy is, it makes Jesus look like a nobody. Because everything in that book, the protocols of the elders of Zion, is coming true. Those Jewish boys, like the Jews back in the days, they were all spread out. They had billionaires and millionaires just like Black America today, but they were not organized. So these rich, look, and I'm telling you, man, maybe there need to be some type of mass genocide against Black America, so that we can form this one solidarity that we're looking for. Yeah, maybe they need to start killing our brothers in the United States for them to realize what I'm talking about. And I don't want that to happen. And that is why I am trying to, spark the flames, of the late Marcus Mosiah Garvey's dreams, I'm trying to reenact, the whole thing. Bring it back to life. You see, today, Ibrahim Traore, everybody talking about Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore is not doing nothing new. Everything he's doing, he's just going by Thomas Sankara's playbook. All right? Thomas Sankara's playbook. Okay? So there was a Jewish guy by the name of Theodor Herzl. This man was he was the father of Zionism, man. He just this man, his dream to create a Jewish state. He had nothing, but he persevered. All right, he kept pushing and pushing and pushing until he never lived to see the promised land. But today, the Jewish state is there. In Israel, the Jews can train their Mossad. They can train their IDF. They can do whatever the fuck they want over there. The United States can't control them. They control the United States. They use their finances from Israel to create agents, you know, secret agents like Jeffrey Epstein, and there's so many. You only know about Jeffrey Epstein, you know. There's so many of them in the US and Europe. These people's job is to compromise the politicians in the United States and Europe. All the politicians over there are compromised. We can do the same thing. We can do the same thing. We can create our own lobbying group in the United States, just like AIPAC. We can use the United States the same way Asia is using the United States, getting all those aids, billions of dollars every year. They don't even need it, but they still get it. And we can do that too. Look, let me tell you something. Black America, when organized properly, man, has more power and leverage more than the Jews. And people know that. The United States know that. That is why when, listen to this, man, the white man is smart. At first, he wanted to get rid of the blacks, right? And when they started sending the blacks to Liberia and they founded this nation, after a while, they said, whoa, hold on. Because that's why they got these groups called think tank, right? These people sit down and they just, and people said, look, if we send all these people over there, trust me, it's not going to look good in 100 years, man. All right? We will not be able to monitor them. That's why they put a halt, you know, to the migration. All right? That's why they put a halt to the migration. You see? So when Marcus Mosiah Garvey came to prominence, he tried to relight that fire, right? But what happened was the United States, the FBI, they were onto it. Remember, Marcus Garvey sent a team to Liberia and he spoke to President Barclays at the time. It was President Barclays. And President Barclays was welcoming because he was an American Liberian. He was a settler himself. And he welcomed the idea. But then, quick, the US government told him, oh, no, don't allow those people. The next meeting, man, he canceled because, you know, he's a coward. He was a coward. All right, he canceled that meeting. All right, and that's how that dream was killed. But Marcus Garvey saw the potential of Liberia. Look, right now, I will tell you, I'm a Liberian. I'm a politician in Liberia, but I will tell you this. Liberia is a shithole. But we can turn it into our own Israel. All right, we can turn it into our own Israel. Liberia is a democratic country. So you know what? It's easy pickings. All we have to do is put the right team together, and we have our influential black people support them from the back. I'm telling you, man, with the money sitting in Black America, trust me, man. Look, that is why you see the Jews know the power of the Black American. The white Americans didn't know the power of the Black Americans. That is why they try to stifle everything. Look, every black organization has been infiltrated because why? You are a nation within a nation. So, what's it called? A snake that was started by what's his name? Kwame Ture, Carmichael. What's the other one? The Black Panthers. Nation of Islam, you name them. All these organizations was infiltrated and they were destroyed. Because you are a nation within a nation. You can't do nothing in secret, man. But if you go 10,000 miles away to Liberia, they can control you over there. When they send their proxies, when we apprehend them, trust me, we will send them to heaven real quick. And they can't do nothing about it. All right? And when they kill one of us in the United States, like how they did Trayvon Martin and nothing came out of it, how they just kill black people with impunity? Nah. Those cops, they will feel the pain. Because our secret agents will go there and teach them a lesson. Just like the Mossad. Go try touching one Jew. Try. If you call yourself a man, just go and put hands on a Jew and see what's going to happen. Just even talk about them. They got this whole anti-Semitic stuff going on. Look, man, I will tell you what. I don't know why some people hate the Jews. I love the Jews with a passion. You know why? Because I want to learn from them. I want to copy them. If you can't beat them, join them, fools. We got brothers in America that are continuing to divide us. Oh, we are FBA, or we are this. You think when a civil war starts, you think they're going to distinguish a FBA from a CBA or a GBA or the what kind of A? No, my brother. All the C is a nigger. And I'm not saying nigger, I say nigger. Yeah, they're going to slaughter y'all motherfuckers. You better listen to me. I'm a politician. I'm trying to build a strong team. Because this dream must be realized as soon as possible. We must act now. The whole black America is controlled. You can't do nothing. Look, every black millionaire, billionaire has already been compromised. They got dirt on every single one of them and they're just waiting for them to slip up. You understand? They're just waiting for you to slip up. I'm telling you, man. They want you to slip up and they will teach you a lesson. Okay? Look at all the black celebrities, millionaires, these guys, all the money they have, it can't save them. Bill Cosby. When they wanted him, look, that's why I said no black multi-millionaire, billionaire in the entertainment industry will die in peace. No, not one of them. Not Denzel, not Jay-Z, not Dr. Dre, not Magic. Magic Johnson has already been humiliated with the whole AIDS virus stuff, you know. That man never had no HIV. Nah, that's false. But that was his humiliation. All right? Why do you think Michael Jordan's so quiet? You don't get him talking because he don't want to step out of line. He don't want to say one wrong thing. Because he know when he was stepping out of line, you know what he did? They taught him a lesson. You know, they took his father from him. You think that was, come on, man. Nah. Look at what's going on right now. The NBA, look at that scandal. The betting scandal. And people gonna say, these guys are so stupid, man. And yet they are stupid and they should be punished. How the hell you Chauncey Billups? Come on, man. Chauncey? Terry Rozier? Brother, you making 20 some more million. That's why sometimes I be thinking, I say like, is this money real? Are these people really making that money, or do they just give them some type of gift card, some type of coupon and say, go buy a mansion, go buy this car, buy travel on private jet, and say, like, do they really get this kind of money? Because if you are making 26 million or 25 million a year, why would you want to put yourself in such a predicament? I don't get it. Chauncey Billups, Hall of Famer. You are a coach making millions. All right? I don't understand how much money you gonna make from a poker game. And I know like some type of poker, they make a lot of money and stuff, but come on, man. You're not a professional poker player. You know what I mean? Come on, man. But you see what I'm talking about? Now, when you see everything on the news about the whole gambling scandal, right? They only show the brothers. Only the brothers. They said the mob, the Genovese and the Fushutini and the Pinorini, all those mob families. They didn't show one white face, man. Not one white face. Yes? They showed Chauncey Billup. What's the other guy? LeBron's friend, man. Damon Jones, something like that. Terry Rozier. These are the people to show. Because they are the fall guy. You understand? The NBA is rigged. We all know that. The whole NBA, they participate in match fixing all the time. We know that. First of all, do you think it was a coincidence that the Dallas Maverick got the #1 pick after they traded Luka to the Lakers of all teams? They traded Luka to the Lakers and they got the #1 pick. Come on, man. The writing is right there on the wall. But these people, they will always use the black man as the fall guy. All right? Look, I'm telling you, when they gave these black people, our black brothers and sisters in the entertainment, when they give them these big contracts and stuff, right? Sometimes in that contract, they tell them, say, listen, you will have to do X, Y, Z later on in your life. You understand? Yeah, you have to do it. But don't worry, we'll take care of you later. Yeah, they know. Because you can't tell me Terry Rozier is so stupid that this man been in the NBA for how many years? You making $25 million, then you're going to be doing some bullshit that you're making what, a couple $100,000 from? Are you going to risk it like that? Are you dumb? No. It's in their contract. Yeah, it's in their contract. Just like Dwayne Wade's contract, it's in it. That he was going to turn his kids, one of them, he was going to promote this whole transgender stuff. He himself, he's going to come out as gay later on. That's why, look, they tell them who to marry. When he married that his first wife, nah, she wasn't with the program. So what did they do? They brought in their own. That girl, what, Gabrielle Union? She's pretty, yeah. But she's a demon, just like Jada Pinkett. Yeah, she went and turned that boy out. As soon as she got in Dwayne Wade's life, he got comfortable like painting his nails. He got comfortable like, wearing panties. He got comfortable, in pink, and he started pushing his son to become a girl. Yeah. Magic Johnson, it was in his contract. You see his Bigfoot, his son Bigfoot. I don't know why people be going out to look for Bigfoot. Bigfoot is right in LA, in Magic Johnson's house. His son Bigfoot. That motherfucker that's supposed to be dunking in the NBA, talk about he's gay, walking around with a size 20 shoes. Like, what kind of heels look good in size 20, man? But that's part of the program. So all these black guys, they're taking the fall. They're not showing one white person. The NBA promotes gambling. Every time the NBA is on, they're promoting gambling. All right? I'm telling you, there's something big in the background. But they just put these black boys in front as the sacrificial lamb. I'm telling you, man. I told you, no black entertainer, multi-millionaire or billionaire will die in peace. Nah, all of them will be humiliated, one by one. You see Diddy? Diddy's a freak. Yeah, but is that a crime? Yeah, I know he walks around with an itchy booty and he probably like, pipe in his ass and shit. But that's not a crime. What Diddy should have been charged with was domestic violence. But he paid that girl $30 million, man. For $30 million, listen, I will allow my wife to kick me in the head and stomp me and do what? $30 million? Shit. I will even give her a baseball bat. That woman Cassie, that freak. You understand? Listen, what Diddy did was wrong. But for $30 million, he kicked her, but he missed. I think he should be charged for missing her than for beating her, because she was right in front of him and he kicked her and he missed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. I think he should be charged for missing her, because that was so I can't even believe it. Yeah, for real. So no black multi-millionaire in the entertainment business, billionaire will die in peace. Look, right now, the planting, watch what I say right now, right? You know this kid, they be doing the live stream all the time, Kaya Sanat, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct, but Kaya Sanat. This kid is the next Jeffrey Epstein, but he's just a Jeffrey Epstein for the black community. I'm telling you now. And look, my stuff is not my video is not copyrighted, so you can post it. I say so. He is the next Jeffrey Epstein. Do you see how they be sending all these black celebrities over there? These older men, Snoop Dogg, Kirk Franklin, Kelvin Hart, all of them. Who's this little kid? But there is something going on in the back that you don't see. And I will tell you today. And look, the last time Snoop Dogg was on the live stream, and they got this white kid called Tota. I don't know, Tota or whatever the hell his name is. This kid came in and he pretended like he was so excited to see Snoop Dogg, and he said, "What's up? My nigga bitch ass." Yeah. He called Snoop Dogg a bitch ass nigga. He said, "What's up? My nigga bitch ass? My nigga bitch," something like that. And Snoop was laughing with it. But what you people don't know, and a lot of you was laughing with it, like, oh, only Tota can say this. Are you crazy? This white kid calling Snoop Dogg a black celebrity, a legend in the hip-hop game. Basically, that's what he said, a bitch-ass nigga. Go watch the video. I'm telling you. But that's part of his humiliation rituals, right? You remember when he said he took his son to the movie theater, and his son asked him a question that was uncomfortable, and he said he couldn't answer it, and they started bashing him? That was his humiliation. It's just a little stuff. They said, "Listen, a white boy gonna call you a bitch ass nigga on a live screen, on the biggest live stream right now, the most popular live stream right now. A white boy gonna call you a bitch ass nigga, and you wouldn't do shit about it." Imagine a random black kid sees Snoop Dogg in the street and call him a bitch ass nigga. All the Crips will be looking for that boy to kill him. Yeah. But that's how black people are cowards. And Snoop ain't no different. They got their finger up his body hole, his booty. I'm telling you, man. For real. But like I said, that boy Kaya Sanat, he's the next Jeffrey Epstein. All right? What you don't see is in the background, there are a lot of teenagers, white girls, black girls too. Because those kids, most of those kids, they're underage. Kaya, I think he's in his 20s, right? He's a young adult. But most of the other kids, I don't know, Rick or Raka or whatever, the Tota, all those kids, they're what, 16, 17? And you bringing Kirk Franklin around 16, 17 years old, and you know this man gotta eat your booty. He's a booty bandit. Kirk Franklin, yeah. You know he's gonna try to fondle some of those kids. Yeah. maybe even rape some of them. And all the street guys, whether it's the Kevin Hart and the Snoop Dogg, you know those little white girls in the back, you know, in backstage. Yeah, there's a backstage. They're gonna fuck those girls, and those girls gonna willingly fuck them. But in few years' time, when they're ready for Snoop Dogg, they're gonna come with those rape allegations from the Kyle Sanaa show. I'm telling you, they're gonna do that. They're gonna say, "Oh, he sparked our drink. I woke up and I didn't know what happened, and I was naked, and Snoop Dogg was standing on top of me." Kevin Hart, yes, those allegations gonna come. Snoop Dogg, it's just a matter of time. They're gonna lock his ass up too. You understand? Yeah, because that murder charge he beat years ago, then look, they ain't forget about him. Just like OJ, they never forgot about OJ. They're gonna come get Snoop later. You know, Kevin Hart, they're gonna get him too. You understand? Like, because they must all be humiliated. Dr. Dre, they're gonna humiliate him too. You understand? But to prevent this, we must create the powerful black state that will protect our millionaires, our billionaires, and our ordinary citizens. All right? I'm telling you. That is why you see in the NBA, all the millions of dollars they give these kids, they don't allow them to do any development in their neighborhood. No. They tell you to buy the mansion, the cars, the watches, all these things. They are worthless. They're owned by the banks. And who owns the banks? The same people. The same people who own the NBA are the same people who own the banks. They are the same people who own the record labels. They are the same people who own all the big industry, all the streaming platform, the YouTube and the Instagram and the Facebook. They own everything. Them Jewish boys ain't playing, man. That is why, look, every black celebrity you see, they got their whole entourage, all right, are all white folks. When they first start, you see their entourage is all black. All right, when they first start, their entourage is all black. But once they hit a certain level, right, when they plateau, when their career plateau and they need to go to the next level, that's when the Jewish boys sit them down and say, "Listen, we can do this for you. We can take it to the next level, but you need to drop this excess baggage, okay? We will put real professionals around you." Then they bring the stylists. Because when your boys were around you, your boys, you know, like, they're very, they all nothing but alphas and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're not down with all that, you know, booty gang and shit, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be like, "Nah, man, that fruity nigga gonna dress you?" Nah. But once they get your homeboys from around you now, you know, even though the homeboys, so they cause a lot of problems, but once they separate you from your homeboys, then they bring the LGBTQ stylists. Then they start dressing you up like a clown now. When they bring the stylists, then they tell you, your personal trainer, you got to be in shape. They're not going to bring a black guy to train you. No, they bring a Jewish boy. You understand? And they're paying like 5 times what a black guy would get. But it's coming from your money. Then they bring your financial advisor, a Jewish man. And everything, before you realize, you will be the only black man in your crew, surrounded by nothing but white Jewish people. You understand? Look at 50 Cent, right? He launched a liquor the last time, and at the launch event, it was all white Jewish boys and girls, all white Jewish men and women. I looked so hard. I keep repeating the video just to see one black face I couldn't. The only black face I saw there was 50. Shaquille O'Neal. I saw a video. All his staff in his house, they're all white women. It's just a matter of time. They're going to soon start, you know, charging him for rape too. Of course. You know that's how to get them, rape. Because they know the black man can control his libido. You know what I'm saying? His libido. he will stick his meat in anything. So, and especially the white women, they can't resist, you know. So we need a powerful black state to protect our people in America. That black state will be our base. We can use that black state to educate our children the way we want to educate them. Train them. We train them in finance, high finance. We train them in corporate law, engineering, science and technology, STEM. We train them in the art of war, military. We built our lobbying group in the United States, just like AIPAC, and we corrupt the U.S. Congress to support Liberia. It's easy. We pay them off. We buy them off too. They're for sale. Why can't we buy them too? You know? And the one who can be bought with cash, we look for their vices. If they like little boys, invite them to Liberia and give them some little boys. If they like little girls, invite them to Liberia, give them little girls and put it on tape. You understand? That's what the Jews, that's what they do. Now, is it right? No, it's not. But at the end of the day, by any means necessary, even if the means is flawed, by any means necessary, even if the means is flawed, we need to start acting now. Look, in 2029, there's going to be election in Liberia. I'm going to be contesting. All right? Not for president, though. No, I haven't reached that level yet. But I'm going to start a political party. I'm looking for someone to be the standard bearer, but I'm going to run for Congress in Liberia as a lawmaker. All right? I just want to get my foot through the door. I ran the last election. I lost, though. You know, I spent a lot of money. But I was running as independent because I didn't want to run under no political party, you know. Because I know if I run under a political party, I will not have a voice. I will not be able to represent my people. So I decided to go independent. And, you know, when you're independent, shit, it's not easy. So we need to come together, brothers, sisters. We need to come together, man. Stop bringing all this division. Come on. This group, you call them Tedders. The other group, you call them FBA. The other group, you call them Hebrew Israelite. Listen, I tell you people what. Today, Black America, you're claiming Israel because the Jews have built Israel into a first word. If Israel was the dusty desert sand that it used to be when the Jews first went there, you would never claim that place, my brother. Now you're a Hebrew Israelite. Come on. Why don't you come and join hands with me so we can build our own Israel in West Africa? The nation that your ancestors created. You already have a nation. You don't have to go and kill a group of people for their land and steal it. No. You already have a nation. And it is like 10 times bigger than Israel. 43,000 square miles, 350 miles of coast, minerals, all type of minerals. Look, Donald Trump just called the president of Liberia recently because why? They found a deposit of lithium, so much lithium in Liberia. They want that. They want in so many rare earth minerals and stuff. They want that. You understand? Why can't influential black people be controlling the wealth of Liberia? Liberia have one of the largest rubber plantations on the planet. Liberia have some of the best iron ore, grade of iron ore. Liberia got gold, diamond, whatever you think about is in Liberia. Crude oil, we got it all. But we need the expert hands of Black America. We need the skill set of Black America. I'm appealing to you people. Share this video, man. I only came on YouTube because I've been working behind the scenes trying to network where it's not easy. So I figure out, you know what? I ain't got shit to lose anyway. So let me go on YouTube. Because I know once I come on YouTube, I'm putting a target on my back. Because look, man, the white establishment, the Zionist establishment, they don't want to see someone like me. No. They say kill them before they grow. I'm not one of those people who just like to talk, but now I have to. Because we all know what talking does. Too much talking got Martin Luther King killed. Too much talking got Malcolm X killed. Too much talking got Patrice Lumumba killed. Too much talking got Marcus Garvey in prison. So we all know. Because you don't want to put all your secrets out there. But someone like me, how can I approach, our influential black people? I can't. I don't have the connections. I don't. So anyone who have the connections to influential black people who are like-minded, I want like-minded people. I don't just want anybody. I want like-minded people. Because the future of our race, the future of our race is at stake. Yes, I'm telling you, it's facts. It's facts. If we don't act now, trust me, we are doomed. We need to start planting the seeds right now for posterity. All right? We need to start planting the seed now for posterity, because if we don't, we people of color, the black people, we will be exterminated in Africa, in Black America, in the Caribbean, everywhere we'll be exterminated because we are not prepared. World War III is inevitable. All right? Because they need to reset. All right? They need to reset. They know they fucked up already. They need to reset. The financial system is in shambles. They need to reset. In black people, I'll tell you something. Black people don't know how to fight. All right? People say, oh man, Africans were fighting among themselves. No, look, those were not wars. Those were little scrimmages, man, scrimmages. When you talk about war, white folks fight war. They know how to fight war. That is why they're so advanced, because when you are constantly fighting, you become innovative. The reason Africa doesn't innovate because we don't fight much, Yeah, nowadays, since the white man started bringing little guns here and there, like we started killing each other a little bit, but it's nothing on the scale. Look at just the Russia and Ukraine war. Bro, you don't want to be over there, man. Those drones, ballistic missiles, Orishniks, and we're gonna nick and all that kind of stuff. Man, we ain't never seen the like of those in Africa. Never. All right? We fought a war in Liberia for 14 years and only 250 people died. And all those people, majority of them died from hunger and diseases. In Russia, in Ukraine war, it's been 3-4 years? And shit. You know how many million people die already? You know the destruction over there? Come on, man. So you imagine when World War III starts, they're going to use nuclear weapons, man. And when they destroy their own countries, you know what they're coming for? They're coming for the whole continent of Africa. And this time, they're not going to play. They're going to wipe out every black in Africa. They're going to wipe every one of us. They're going to wipe us out. Just like they did to Australia, how they wipe out the Aboriginals. They're going to wipe the whole of Africa clean. I'm telling you, we need to act now. We need a black nation. We cannot keep procrastinating. We cannot keep dividing ourselves We cannot keep hating on each other, man. That's not right. That is not right. So now I need to keep it short and sweet, all right? I love you all, man. Please subscribe. Please like the videos. Please leave a comment, good or bad. Hit the notification button, man. Come on, support the channel. Everything I'm talking is facts, man. It's only to benefit us. Promote the channel, okay? Please promote the channel. Now stay blessed, okay? And stay black. Stay beautiful. Love you all.
I'm with them shooter niggas. I'm a shooter nigga. I'm a shooter nigga. I'm with them shooter niggas. Gliding in that spider like I'm Peter Parker.